Hey y'all, so I was on the road. I'm wearing the same thing that I was wearing at the end of the old video, but it's because I'm recording them back to back because this lighting is on point. And on top of that, like, I'm gonna just edit them, get as many recorded as possible, and then edit them all at the same time and try to get them up back to back, so then you guys can move forward instead of waiting. But so I'm talking about this whole school segment mainly on the college level, and it's mainly geared towards people that are going to universities, but if you are not going to universities, it's still important to you as well. And also for those people that are going back to school, this is important for you as well, as far as like just first-hand advice on some of the things that I'll be discussing. So the first episode was on your major. And if you didn't watch that yet, just please go back and watch that. So then you can learn the segue into this one and maybe learn why I have this shirt on instead of a green one. But anywho, basically with this whole college segment, I just want to talk about like 8 things that really came to mind when I was thinking about college, and also these 8 things kind of resonate with me just because I feel like if I would have researched them a little bit more or thought about them a little bit more, I would have been a little better off. And then a little disclaimer on these videos, like, I'm not going to be editing the crap out of these videos. Like, what you get is what you get, okay? I'm giving you advice on stuff. I ain't trying to tell you how to do this, how to look this way, how to do all of that extra stuff right now. So at the end of the day, these videos are just straight talk. Either you like them or you don't like them. If you don't like my shirt, I don't care. If you don't like my makeup, too bad. As long as you like my advice, I'm pretty satisfied, at least with these videos. You never know what's coming down the road. So, sorry, tangent. But, so this video, I'm going to be talking about academics. And I know your major and your academics line up pretty closely. However, they are completely different at the same time. So, and then also I'm talking about academics just so people that are going back to school and also people at community college and in high school can watch these videos and profit from them and benefit from them as well. So when it comes to your academics, obviously that is like why you're in school. I want to say a lot about this, but then I don't want to be like, it's whatever. But at the same time, I want you to understand that 1 bad grade is not going to mess you up. 2 bad grades is not going to mess you up. It gets to a point where, like, if you are constantly failing, or if you're constantly on probation, or if you're constantly doing stuff that's not pertinent to your career and pertinent to your academics, then that's when you probably need to rethink things. But I really want to speak to those who have maybe received a bad grade and is thinking about changing things up or stuff like that, or even dropping out. Please forgive yourself, give yourself grace. I've suffered from this. My first year, like I said, I'm a rising senior at a school in North Carolina, but my first year, school as in college, not school as in high school or upper, whatever. But my freshman year, I received a bad grade second semester, and it was like death for me. Thinking back on those days, if I could talk to that Tisha from back then, I would have told her, like, just give yourself grace, give yourself some time to get acclimated to the situation. Don't beat yourself up so bad. Remember why you're here. You know, all the cliches that everybody throw at you. But for real, sometimes those can apply to your life. And I just think it's important when you're, like, receiving those bad grades. I'm not saying, like, ignore them. But I am saying, like, 1 bad test grade, 1 bad, like, overall grade, it's not going to kill your dreams, you know. And in most cases, secondary school looks at GPA and they love your GPA and they like to taunt you and make you seem like you're not important when you don't have a high GPA. However, you still are. You need to make the best out of, if you're not strong academically, you need to go and apply yourself to your community. You need to get involved with stuff, and this is coming later on in these episodes. However, it's very important for you to understand that your GPA is not the end all be all in most cases. I haven't done a lot of research as far as like outside of the medical field or law or something like that, but like in those type of situations, people like to drill that if you don't have this GPA, you're not going to make it. And I know success stories from where people had like below a 2.0 or even below a 3.0 or something like that, and they made it pretty far. So I'm not going to say that you're not going to make it or anything like that. Maybe you do need to focus a little more on academics if you're just not applying yourself. But however, please give yourself grace. But the other thing I want to say about academics is it's the reason why you're in school. Like, if you don't feel like you can focus on your academics, then maybe school is not really your priority right now. Like, and this could be for any reason. Like, if you work too many jobs or something like that, and I'm going to talk about that in the next couple of videos, but if you work too many jobs and you can't focus on school, then I wouldn't say take a break or anything like that, but just make sure your priorities are straight and your academics should be the first thing on your mind when you're dishing out thousands of dollars to this institution to teach you. Also, study. The word study, I hate the word study. I really do. But I will say, define studying for yourself. It's a word that can be defined in many different ways. Define your definition of studying and apply that in every course or whatever. And understand that studying for one class, the techniques you use in one class might not apply to every class. Like me, I take a lot of I take a lot of science classes as well as Spanish, but I take a lot of science classes. And in those classes, I have to logically think, I have to apply, I have to sometimes memorize, I have to do a lot of different things and put them into one. But then when I go to like a English 101 class or something like that, I might not need to study in that aspect. I might just need to read the book to study, or like read how to write a paper and stuff like that. So you have to really focus at first. The first couple weeks of school, like each semester, should be that time that you start focusing on your studying and how you study as a person, and then trying to apply that and make different ways for your major. That's not what I was about to say. Try to critique that for each course. Y'all, please be with me. Bear with me on that. But in most cases, define studying for what it is, and don't listen to them professors that just be throwing that word around. Like, I was intimidated by the word studying for so long until I finally realized that it's not about like a general way of studying. You have to find your own way of doing it, and then finding whatever works, and whatever doesn't, does not. I can do a whole video on this. It wasn't in the 8 that I was thinking about, but now that I like talked about that, studying might be important to talk about. I'm gonna, I guess when school starts and I get my study habit down and stuff like that, I'll talk to you guys on what classes I'm taking and what I did to get to the study habit. The study schedule that I have, and then maybe do some vlogs or something like that on me studying and like trying to talk you guys through what I do for different classes, and just talking about a generalized thing for each subject. Because even though in my your study habit might change from course to course, all science classes might line up, all arts might line up, all English might line up. You know, those are very similar when you compare study habits. But if you if you get anything from this video, just understand that your academics is really important. However, it does not define who you are. Your GPA is not your name. So it doesn't mean everything. And I'm pretty sure there are people out there that are doing the same thing you're doing, or did the same thing you are doing right now, that had a worse GPA than you. And it's important not, oh my God, I can literally go on and on about this next point. Please I just realized that I don't even look at the camera. I look at y'all. I mean, me. Whatever. Please, when I say please, please do not compare yourself to other people. Please. I could literally cry right now. I'm not gonna cry, y'all. But I could literally cry right now telling y'all this over and over because I suffered from this for so long. I'm literally about to go on like a 30-second tangent on this, and then I'm gonna leave it alone in this video so you don't be sitting here all day. But at the end of the day, please do not compare yourself to everybody, because your fight and your journey is your journey. You ain't gonna never find anybody, this grammar right now, anybody that lived the same life as you. It's not gonna happen. So at the end of the day, you need to make sure that you are living for you and you are working hard for yourself, not to get to this level that this person has and not to get to that level that somebody else has. That was the end of my 30 seconds, so I'm gonna stop doing that. But if y'all want to know more about that, please feel free to email me, to talk to me, to do something like that. Leave a comment. I'm not gonna say leave a comment because, you know, sometimes when you start a YouTube channel and so you say in a video leave a comment and then people go down and be like, oh, she ain't got no comments, nobody like her. First of all you ain't gonna come at me. Secondly, if you want to leave a comment, I don't really care. Like, this is my pedestal, so I'm not really here to listen to people judge me. But just let me know if you want to talk more about comparing yourself to others and ways to get through that, because I really have a lot of experience with that and I really want to help you guys through that, because I know how hard it can be if you are stuck doing that and living that way. So just please let me know. I really want to be there for you. I really want to help you through that. But like I was saying, this is number 2 out of 8 episodes. I know 8 episodes is a lot, but I ain't gonna tell y'all what I'm be talking about until I release what I be talking about. But feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, because if you subscribe, you'll be able to view the next 6 videos, or without having to search them and find them, but you can view those and see my channel and things like that. Right now I don't have my subscribers shown, so don't be looking at me like, oh, she ain't got no subscribers, and you know, I may not even have no subscribers. But at the end of the day, that doesn't matter right now, so I'm gonna keep that hidden for quite some time. So please take my advice if you want, leave it if you want to. But thanks for listening to me anyway. Goodbye, YouTube.